In this video, I'm going to teach you why friends are important and how to finally meet those friends. For the longest time, I have seen so many people struggle with it, and they ask me that because I've had my same friend group from high school to this day, how were you able to keep that friend group intact? I remember it was January or February of 2022. We were all playing Minecraft together actually. We were on this big Discord server together, pretty much all of my boys, and we were on this server, this Minecraft server that we had built for like years and years. We especially played it during high school, and we were just playing it one last time because it was that point in our lives where we were all going to university, we were all going to college, we were all picking our degrees. Not all of us were going to do the same degrees, not all of us were going to go to the same universities, and it felt like the gang was finally splitting apart after years and years of staying in the same high school together. On this Discord server call, though, we were talking about, that ironic little cliche, I guess, of when the friend group graduates from high school, they all kind of split apart. They don't talk to each other that much. We did not want to be that friend group because we genuinely liked each other. We genuinely had a lot of interest together. We were all starting to go to the gym together. We were all thinking about doing kickboxing together. We were all talking about big, ambitious goals that we were going to hit about on our various degrees. One of us was going to be a big clinic therapist that was going to open his own pharmacy. One was going to work in a train station and be a real high worker, running the trains and stuff. One of us was going to run a business. We were all real ambitious guys, so we didn't want to really leave each other and like go our separate ways. So we said to ourselves, you know what, we're going to make an effort to keep this friend group alive. It helped that we live very close to each other, so we could visit each other pretty conveniently. But we made a conscious effort to keep our friend group alive. And that's one thing I think a lot of people they don't realize is that relationships are work. Obviously, right? They're work. You have to put an effort to keep them maintained. And that includes your friend groups. It's not enough to just know that, oh, I have friends, so all my life's good. I'm not going to worry about it. No, you have to maintain the friendships, right? It's relationships of anything. If you have a spouse, if you have a mom, if you have a sibling, you don't just kind of forget about them, right? And think, oh, I've developed a relationship. That's all good. That's like step one. The whole other part, step two, is maintaining the relationships. That's the actual hard part, the work. Trying to figure out your schedules, your routines, trying to figure out what days should I work so that I can meet up with my friends, all that stuff. That hard, kind of annoying stuff. That is what's going to keep your friend group alive. Now, maybe you have no friend group. You're thinking to yourself, that's good, Isa, what you're telling me, but I don't even have a friend group to apply any of this advice in. So how do I find that friend group? The thing is, I'm not going to tell you to do anything that I haven't done. I don't want to be fake like that. I feel like that's just real stupid. Like if I told you to go to book clubs, go to all the clubs in your university, go to all the events that your people around you are running that you think you'd find like-minded interesting people, those are good stuff. You could do that if you want, but I'm not going to encourage it because I never did that for myself. I got very lucky that my friend group in high school, we turned out to be pretty compatible. It wasn't just one of those things where we were close to each other, so we just ended up being friends because it was convenient. Maybe that was the case. It probably was the case, convenient friendship, but we ended up having a lot of like-minded interests. Like we all played Geometry Dash together during lunchtime, trying to see who will beat the harder and harder levels. I remember the day I beat X Step before all my friends, and I was flexing on them. But then my friends beat like the demon level, and the club step they were beating it, and then I got jealous. It was fun, and we kept that camaraderie, we kept that friendship, that level of interest in each other until this day. No matter if we don't even play Geometry Dash or Clash of Clans anymore, we're doing gym together, kickboxing together. So I'm not going to tell you to do things that you haven't done yourself. What I will tell you though is that a lot of the people that I meet that they don't have friends, they're the loner, and they think to themselves, you might have this limiting belief. I think no, I know you have this limiting belief, which is that oh, I'm better off being alone. I'm better off being that lone wolf. A lot of people they are better off being friends, but not me because I am special. I am better off being that one loner kid in the classroom sitting all the way in the corner with all the other loners. They just sit in the table because they don't have a friend group to go to. I'd rather be that depressing loner in that classroom all the way in the corner. That's what you're telling me? That's what you want with your life? That's how you want to live your 60, hopefully 70 plus years left of your life? Just being that one loner who has no one to talk to, no one to share their problems with, no one to just have a fun time with when things get rough and you're kind of in a bad mood and you just want to kick back with the boys? Of course you want that. You're just using that excuse that I'm better off being a loner because I'm a special snowflake. You're using that excuse as cope. Because what you're really scared of is building communication skills. Because most likely, if you do not have a friend group, it's because you are a miserable mess of a human being who can't talk to nobody. It's almost clockwork when I talk to any of these guys, whenever I meet them at work, at campus, university, wherever. If I talk to them, they're always a miserable, awkward mess. You can't even hold eye contact with me. They just mumble their words. They can't even speak clearly. That's me as well, can't lie. I can't speak clearly either. But you get what I'm saying. They're that type of person where I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to be your friend. So, of course, you don't have friends. No one even wants to hang out with you. You could be the coolest person ever. You can have the most talented skills ever. You could be the best artist. You could be the next like Kanye. You can be the most wealthiest entrepreneur ever. If you're awkward and you don't talk properly, you can't hold eye contact, you can't remember a person's name, you can't flow in a conversation properly, and you can't, say something to weird out the other person or stop yourself from saying weird stuff. No one's going to want to talk to you. I don't care how interesting you are. I don't care that your hobby is MTG. I don't care that your hobby is this little MMO game you're playing on your phone. I don't care. I don't want to talk to you. You get what I'm saying? I am not the best conversationalist, but I am okay at least. Okay to where I don't come across as awkward to like the average person that talks to me. I'm not saying that that's what's going to get you that friend group that like automatically, magically, they're gonna teleport in front of you. That's not what's gonna happen. But you're gonna meet people, you're gonna be able to talk to people, you'll get to know people. You'll see that one person that you cross by him every day, you don't talk to him. Like this happens at my work all the time. I'll be not talking to anybody because I just don't want to. I'm doing my work, and then one day I'll just talk to one guy that I always pass by, and I end up really liking them. I end up having like a lot in common with them, and then I end up talking to them, and then I end up like feeling, oh, is he gonna work today? I'd love to talk to that guy when I'm working today. Is he on my shift? I hope so, because I want to talk to him. He's so cool. We have similar hobbies, similar interests, and then that's how you kind of develop a friend. You just learn how to talk to people, and then just by you talking to people like a normal human being that is not an outcast from society, you start acting like that, you just naturally find your friends. And I'm sure you don't even need to enter those social clubs that I'm not going to even tell you to join anyway because I never did that. But that's how you do it. This is not the easy lesson, right? It would have been so simple if I told you to go to join a club, if I told you to, like, I don't know, go on a Discord server and talk to random people there. That'd be so easy, right? And this, what I'm telling you, this is the hard thing, the uncomfortable thing that you don't want to do. That is why it's gonna work. That's why it's gonna make you successful. It's because it's something that you're avoiding. It's something you're avoiding, and it's what's gonna make you get the results that you want. Because what you've been doing up until now hasn't gotten you what you want. So you gotta do something different. And the different thing that you probably should be doing, it's probably what you've been avoiding, right? The thing that you're neglecting, you're uncomfortable, you're scared of doing. So don't start coping as soon as you heard what I told you to do, and start coping again that I don't need friends. I'm a special snowflake. I can survive on my own and do what is uncomfortable, you will get the results that you want from doing what is uncomfortable.